Well, it seems like Natasha Denona snuck up on all of us and released a new palette. I had no idea this was being released until I received a email from Natasha Denona. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Clara. If you're new to my channel, I'm a 68-year-old mature skin woman, and I love to just share my passion for skincare and makeup with you guys. So this is the beautiful new Natasha Denona palette. It is called I Need a Warm palette, which is kind of like I guess a sister to I Need a Nude. This is absolutely gorgeous. Do I already have these shades in other palettes? Probably. But am I going to go, and I'm not the type of person that likes to use more than one palette when I'm going to create a look. So I normally like to have something that is all in one palette. This is absolutely calling my name. Okay, this is my kind of palette. So she has some new formulas in this palette. I've heard this one is a new formula that is supposed to be like very soft, very pigmented, and it's kind of like between a powder and a cream. So I think what I want to do is I want to create two different looks with this palette, and I mean they're probably going to maybe look a little similar, but I want to do something with the colors on this side and then something with the colors on this side. So we're going to work on my left eye first. And the first shade that I'm going to use is this one right here, Mellow. And I do have my foundation and concealer already done, and my eyes are primed with the Sigma primer in Ignite, the crayon primer in Ignite. I love that. That's what I use most of the time. It's such a good primer. It really doesn't crease on you, and it's still hot, very hot in here, guys. I have my air conditioning on, but I think just knowing that it's hot outside makes me hot in here. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here with Mellow, and this is a What's Up Beauty. This is a natural hair brush, an R102. So I basically just want to go above my crease and just use this beautiful shade just right here. And that, even though it's light, you can see that it's this one right here. It's very pigmented. It's called Mellow. Okay, so to follow that, I'm gonna go with this one here. This is called Soft Spot, and is a darker, like a camel color. I love Natasha Denona's formula for her palettes, and I love these size palettes. Yes, they're still pricey, but I think they're a heck of a lot more affordable than her bigger palettes. She really doesn't create too many of those anymore. I think it's been a while since she's done that. I'm going to put a little bit of this shade, the one that I just put on my crease, on my outer V right here. Just a little bit. And I like to keep my eyeshadow more on a rounded shape, because I think that for my eye shape, that's what it looks the best. I've tried doing it, you know, like going up to my brow, but I don't know, I think it looks kind of funny on me. So that was like blending itself. That is so easy to do. So I'm going to take a different brush. This one is more of like a flat brush. I didn't bring one of the slanted ones that I like to use on my outer V, but I'm just going to use this one. And I'm going to use this color right here, Pep. And I'm just going to stamp the outside. And you can do this with any brush that is a little stiffer. And I just find that I can be a little more precise with a brush like that. Then I'm going to take the one that I was using and blend a little. I want to keep it especially on the outside. I don't want it too much in my lid. So have you guys, have you seen this palette? I know some creators have already, you know, put some videos up. Some of them when it was released at Sephora. I guess I went to go get it at Sephora. I ordered mine from Natasha Denona, and she actually, I got it pretty quickly, believe it or not. Last time I ordered from her, it took forever, and I was very unhappy. But I got it on the early release date, which I think it was like a day before she was supposed to release it. And yeah, I got here pretty quickly. Alright, so now I'm going to take a flat brush, and this is from BK Beauty, the Nikki LaRose, and 12, and it's like a little, if you can see, it's like a smudger brush, but it's kind of flat and small. So I want to take this color right here, Homey, and let's see what that looks like. That looks very pretty. And I want to put that on the, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to go into this one, Hanker. Look at that. And I'm going to put that on the outside, like right here, like right next to the one that I used on my outer corner, and just take it in a little more than I took out in the previous shade. Yes, so I'm going to be using a couple of new products that I have on the rest of my face. I am testing a new foundation, so that's why I didn't do that on video. Plus, you know, this way the video is not quite as long. But I've used this foundation a couple of days. I used it yesterday, and yesterday I don't think it was the best. I really wasn't paying attention, and I kept wiping my face. So yesterday I really can't say that it was a good test day for me. Okay, now I'm going to go into Homey. I'm going to use my pinky. So today it will be really the first wear test, and I'll use it again tomorrow. Yesterday I think I used too much, so I kind of tweaked it today a little bit because I want to know what's the best way to using it, so that I can let you guys know once I review it. That is really, really pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to go into this one right here that is called Fancy. And I wiped my finger, and I'm going to use my pinky again. And you guys know I like to use my pinky because it's a lot smaller than my ring finger. I go gently. The reason a lot of people use their ring finger is because that's the finger that has like the most gentle touch or pressure. But I mean, I just go gentle with my pinky, and I can be a little more precise. Usually if I use my ring finger, I end up with shadow on my lower lash line. I do have a little bit of fallout. I'm gonna wipe that away. And I don't know why I opened my mouth to do that, because it's like, that's not gonna help to wipe it away. Okay, so I think that's pretty. I think I'm gonna take a pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this one right here, Elm, and put a little bit on in the inner corner. Okay, I'm going to wipe that brush. I'm going to take Pep, and I'm going to go lightly on my lower lash line. I prefer to use shadow on my lower lash line. I think it's a little more subtle and gentle. It doesn't look as harsh as a... Oh, was I covering my face? I'm so sorry. It doesn't look as harsh as an eyeliner. So I do love eyeliners on my lower lash lines, and sometimes I do use it. But I just think that, you know, this is a little gentler. Okay, so we're going to go on this side now. I'm going to use this one right here. This one is called Ripe. And I'm going to use that in my crease. And this is the What's Up Beauty 103 brush. It's a little darker than the one I used on the other side. So I may use that one, Mellow, to kind of just tone it down a little bit. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have the air conditioner on 72 and I'm still hot. But I think part of it is that medication that I told you guys that I'm going to take a little bit of Mellow. That I told you guys I was weaning from. I'm done with it, but I think it's still kind of in my system. That thing hasn't been, and even though I think I had a pretty easy time with it, I'm just going to put a little bit of that Mellow here. It kind of went away. Yeah, compared to other people that I know that have tried to wean off of it, I think I've had a pretty easy time, but wow, it's still been kind of rough. Alright, I'm going to take this one here that's called Fervor, F-E-R-V-O-R. I'm going to take the What's Up Beauty R105, and I'm just going to very gently put some out here. And I'm not going to make this side darker yet. If I feel like I need it, I will. But I want it to look different on the other side. So I'm going to see if with a lighter shade we can make it work. Okay, then I'm going to take this one right here. Dynamism. This one is a shimmer, and look how beautiful that is. And I'm going to wipe the brush that I was just using in my crease and go into that one, dynamism. I just put a little bit here. I'm having some fallout. That is a pretty shade though. All right, I want to lower my AC a little more because I'm dying over here. All right, so now I'm going to go into this beautiful shade. This is like a dual chrome. And it goes from like, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, we're gonna see how that looks on the eye. I'm gonna take my pinky, I'm gonna put that in on my lid. A lot of people are going goo goo gaga over this shade. I don't think this is my favorite shade on the palette, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna go into this one right here, which is called Fancy, in my inner corner. All right, so I do think I need something a little darker on the outskirts, so I'm gonna use this one. It's called Flash Over, which is the one that is like a cream. I'm gonna try to do like a kind of like a liner and then take it into my inner corner. I'm sorry, outer corner. This feels so creamy. It almost feels like I'm not putting anything on my eye. Let me see if I can use a flat brush. It's different for sure. The thing with this one shadow, I don't think you're gonna have any fallout. Let me, all right, I'm also gonna use the pencil brush. I just laid it down with that same eyeshadow and go on my lower lash line. Brown, but it looks like it almost has like a little bit of, I don't know, like red or something in it. It's different. That's the shadow right there on the outside of my, okay, and I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to go into Homey, and I'm going to put a little Homey here because the one that I had before is not that bright. So, and in my inner corner also. Okay, so I think that's it for my eyes, and I'm going to put some mascara on, and the one that I'm going to use is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist with a little bit of the Essence Lash Primer, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is with my mascara. I did get a little bit of mascara down there, but I'm going to wait for it to dry before I try to fix that. I stopped using my Grande Lash Serum, you know, while I was having my eye surgeries. And wow, I could tell the difference. It's like my lashes are back to what they used to be, just about. I have really short lashes over here at the end of this eye, and they're short again. So I'm back on my serum now, but it takes a little bit of time for your lashes to kick in. So that's okay. That's, you know, it is what it is. All right, so for bronzer, I am going to use this beautiful bronzer right here from Dior, and I absolutely love this. This is so pretty. You can even wear this just like if you wanted to, like one and done, like if you don't want to do like blush. Many times I just use bronzer. If I put bronzer on, I don't put blush, depending on the bronzer, as long as it's not too orangey. But this one is pretty neutral, and then the little bit of blush that it has in there kind of gives it like that little bit of a little too much there, a little bit of like a rosy undertone, so it makes it look nice to me. I like bronzers that have that little bit of red or rosy undertone. I think they look really, really pretty. See, so I could really just not even use anything else. I think I want a little hand maybe. I'm gonna take a little bit of that. Oh, you know what? Let me wipe my lips. I have some lip balm in there. The Fenty lip balm. Okay, I'm gonna take just a little and go under my chin. And this is my powder brush, and I'm just gonna go over and blend a little. And then for blush, I am going to use one of my new Fenty ones, and this one is called Baking Cakes, C-A-E-Z. And it's a very neutral shade. It's very pretty, but I think that with this eyeshadow palette, it will look really, really nice. As you can see, it's like very neutral, very pretty. I keep wanting to look in here thinking there's a mirror, but there's not. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the bronzer, but the other side. And these are so, so pretty. They just blend into your skin. They're beautiful. I have two of them and I really like them. They're really, really pretty. As you can see, they're very, like, I don't know, they don't look powdery at all. They just look gorgeous. They really, really do. Okay, I didn't bring a highlighter. I really didn't want a highlighter. I'm going to take my M Cosmetics powder, and I'm going to take a brush, this brush right here, and just go into it lightly and just go over my pores to try to minimize them a little bit. Let's see if we can clean this up now. I didn't bring a spoolie, so. It doesn't want to come off. Alright, here we go. This brush should work. I'll make sure that it's clean, and now that it has product on it and give me a black eye. Alright, so where's my brush? This one right here. I just want to go over my pores, the center of my face where I get a little more shiny. This is a beautiful powder. It's very finely milled. It is refining setting powder, portrait mode, and I love the packaging. Is so, so pretty. All right, for my lips, again, let me make sure everything is off. I have a new lipstick from Nars, the new lipsticks that they just released, but first I'm going to use this more lip liner. This is in the shade Statement. This looks browner on my hand than it does now. Okay, and then this, I have two of the Nars lipsticks, and they're gorgeous. Oh, I love the formula. I love the packaging. It is the regular Nars black packaging, but the Nars is raised. So, so gorgeous. And this is the Explicit lipstick. And it doesn't, I don't think it has much information. Refillable packaging so that you can buy refills. Right now that I have refills on all the shades, but I don't know if this one has a refill, but the refills are $24, which is a lot cheaper than the bullet. That pretty? That is so pretty, and I thought it would look really pretty with this eyeshadow look, with this palette. I have like a little dip right there. If you see my chin, it kind of like, I don't know what you would call that, but like on the bottom of my lip, I have like a little dip, so it's kind of hard to sometimes get the lip liner in there to look right. Alright, so this is the completed look. I am going to use a little bit of setting spray, and I'm going to put it on my powder brush. This is the Fablux. Then you can get this on Amazon. This has no alcohol in it, and it does a great job of setting your makeup. And This is how I like to set my makeup most of the time. I don't like droplets on my face. There's some setting sprays that have amazing sprayers, but then again, I forget to spray my face 99% of the time before I put mascara on. I'm gonna put a little bit on this one right here just to do under my eyes. And this works really well to keep your concealer from creasing too much. But I only do it if my setting spray does not have alcohol. If it has alcohol, I don't use it under my eyes. And I don't really use setting spray all the time either. I do it here and there, but I don't do it all the time. Alright, so this is the completed look. I'm gonna move you guys up so you can see it a little better. This is what it looks like. I love the palette. I think it's so pretty. The blushes look super, super pretty too. The blush, I only have one on. The lipstick, I love the shade of the lipstick. They have a lot of pretty shades for the lipsticks. And the blushes also. So what do you guys think? I think this is a beautiful palette. I'm glad I was able to get it soon enough. I'm going to swatch a few of the shades here for you so that you can see what they look like. Just a few of the shimmer ones. So, so pretty. And I love about Natasha Denona, they're not super powdery blushes, but they're not hard like some, I don't know how to describe it, but some formulas are super powdery and they're like hard pressed, and hers seems to be just perfect. Not too hard, not too soft. I did get a little bit of fallout, but I mean, it swiped right off. It didn't even, you know, like smudge on my skin or anything like that. I think these colors are absolutely gorgeous. I love it. If I were to pick a favorite one, I think I like this one better, and only because, I don't know, that one, I wish it had less orangey or copper in it. It has a little too much copper. This one right here that is like a dual chrome or multi-chrome, but it's pretty. It is pretty, but it's not something that I would wear all the time. But the other ones, oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. I love these. These are absolutely gorgeous. These other shimmers are so, so pretty. Yeah, so anyways, love the lipstick. I've worn the other shade that I have, and I love it too. And this one is called, I don't think I even told you the shade. This one is Excess number 806, and it's supposed to be like a brick brown or something like that. It was described, but really, really beautiful. I will link both of the ones that I have. The other one I have is also absolutely gorgeous. Again, this is in Baking Cakes. That's what it looks like, the name. And the Christian Dior. Yeah, who doesn't love that? That's gorgeous. Ow, I pinched myself. Alright, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're planning on getting this Natasha Denona palette. And I know that if you are a Natasha Denona lover, it's hard to pass it up. I'm glad she's done a couple of neutral palettes. It kind of makes me happy. Neutral seems to be like really in now, and I absolutely love this. I love the palette. I think it's, I love the looks. It's very pretty, very easy to do because it's so easy to blend. Alright, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.